Hello, this is Sarah Griffith with Scaped Outdoors. Usually I'm coming on here to make videos for you about our hardscape and excavation business. Today I'm doing that, except it's taking a little turn for the holidays. As you can see, I chose to show up in my holiday pajamas because I wanted to talk to you about some of the offerings that we're going to be having this holiday season. If you've been here for a little while, you know that last year we took, my dad has a Christmas tree farm in Indiana, PA, which is the Christmas tree capital of the world. So I've grown up really making the holidays magical for families ever since I was a small child. And so I convinced Kevin last year to allow me to take the tree farm out on tour. And I did wreath decorating workshops in people's homes, and it was so wonderful. We're doing it again this year, but that's not what this video is for. This video is to talk to you about another offering that Scaped will have this year for our community. I'm really excited about it. I won't lie, I had to convince Kevin a little bit. He was a little unsure that he wanted to say yes to this, but I think I've sweet talked him enough that he's all in. He's all in. He's gonna build these for us. So I needed Kevin to say yes because I needed Scaped's trailer. I needed Kevin. I needed that portion to make this work. And so I'm going to explain to you what we're doing. If you know us outside Escaped, you know that we love to love on our people well. We love to celebrate the holidays in the most big way. I guess you could say we're extra when it comes to decorating, hosting, any event that we do. We just love making people feel so welcome and so glad that they're a part of it. My favorite thing is when we host an event and people are like, so pretty, or oh my gosh, it's just so special. That's how I want you to feel whenever we do this for you. So what we are going to be doing is we are going to be offering igloo rentals for this holiday season. And it's not just the igloo. So we're not just bringing the igloo to you, we're bringing you the igloo along with a theme. So you get to choose. We have 3 themes to choose from this year. And you get to pick that, and we bring it to you, we set it up, and you get to keep it for basically 24 hours in your backyard. The reason why I want to do this is I feel like now more than ever, people are just longing for opportunities for connection and conversations and just the opportunity to do something fun, especially within the comfort of their home. So yes, I know you can go to the winery and sit in the igloos, but I promise you this is another level. And so I just really wanted to be able to do this for you guys. So I'm going to talk to you now in this video about what you can expect. I'm going to talk about the sign-up process. I'm going to talk about just the details of what's in the igloo, and then we'll go from there. So at first, I really wanted to show all of it. Like I wanted to have content where I showed you all the pictures so you could see all the themes. And then I stopped myself and I was like, you know what? As someone who is always responsible for making the magic, it's usually always me, I think it would be nice to allow the moms, if it's a mom or whoever it is planning the party, to not be the one who has to plan the magic. Instead, who gets to enjoy the magic and not have to be the one who did it all. And so part of this is that you just have to sign up, and we show up and we do all the rest for you. I think that even as adults, sometimes it's just nice to have that feeling of being taken care of and having somebody show up in a way for you that just feels like jaw-dropping. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, in the igloo, so it's a 12 by 7 igloo. That's the size that we're talking about. It will have a heat source because we're doing this in the winter months. So it will have a heat source. It will have flooring. So in the pictures that you might see, you don't see the flooring in it. That's because we've taken these pictures in the fall. It's not cold enough yet that I cared about that piece. But the igloo will be set on flooring. Now, there will also be lighting. So the igloo will be lit up. There will be candles. They're not real candles, don't worry, in case you have small children, but there'll be candles on the table that are providing a light source. So there'll be lots of lighting inside the igloo. There will also be, I'm going to leave a wireless speaker in there. I have like a ring light so that you can take selfies in case you want to take pictures with your group. So you'll have a lighting little thing, and then a stand for your cameras, and then all of your decor. So all of your table decor, the igloo will have decorations that all match each other based on the theme that you select. There'll be pillows on the floor for sit-upons, and then there is one of those picnic tables that sits on the floor. So there's not a table in here. It's just a long floor picnic table essentially, and that's because it just creates such an intimate feeling. So just come prepared that you are sitting on the floor for this. There'll be pillows. There will be throw blankets. I usually will have 2 in the igloo depending on the theme that you pick, but there'll be a blanket you can lay across the lap of everybody sitting there. And then you'll have the place settings should you choose to eat in it. Some of you may not choose to eat, but some of you may. So it will be set as if you are having a meal. So you are welcome to decide what you want to do in that igloo as far as eating goes. Maybe you want to craft, maybe you want to do a gingerbread house, maybe you want to decorate cookies. That's on you to decide what you do with the igloo. But it will be set up in case you want to eat. Now, one of the things that you get to do is you get to choose the theme. So I went ahead and I picked 3 themes. I've teased a couple images of it, and I'll tease more as we get closer to the holidays. But for now, I haven't shown a ton because I kind of want you to be a little surprised. But the first theme is the Sugar Plum Cottage, and this is a theme that is very, very pink, very girly. It's pink gingerbread. There's some candy like to go that will go in the tree. I'm gonna have a tree inside of it, but it's very, very beautiful. But it's very feminine. I'll give it that. The next one is called North Pole Bakery, and that is more of a red and green and white theme. You're going to see gingerbread houses, gingerbread people. Honestly, my pajamas kind of give off the vibe of that one. And then lastly is Candy Cane Lane. So that will be all red and whites, stripes, a little bit of glitz in it. And so that's the themes that you can choose from. At first I went into this thinking, oh, this will be so good for families with small children. And then as I sat on it, I was like, it will be 100%, but this is an amazing date night. Like if Kevin were to plan this for me in our backyard, my jaw would be on the floor. I'd be like, you planned this for me? This is insane. Like, this is such a cool date night. I was teasing him. I was like, I hope I get a date night out of this. Like, I hope we get to use the igloo one evening. But anyways, so date night, amazing. I also think that this would be really fun for like a girls' night, whether you're an adult woman or whether you have teen daughters or whatever. I mean, boys could do it too, but I just think that like there's so many opportunities for you to enjoy this. It really is limitless. So anyways, you will have to pick a theme. One of the other things that you get to do is you can also choose, if you don't, some families don't have fire pits at home. I know that we build those for a lot of families, but I get it. Some people don't, and maybe that would make it more magical to you. And so we actually, we just got a solo stove, and the solo stove will come along. It's an add-on if you want to have it, and we will bring you firewood, a lighter, like a kindling stick to get it started. And then I think we are going to include like the roasting sticks in case you want to do s'mores. So obviously this is not going in the igloo. It will be near the igloo. So you guys can step outside of the igloo and do that if you want to. So that's an optional add-on. You can choose that during your booking. Now, I want to talk about the booking options. So I have a link. It's a Google form. That Google form has to get filled out in order to confirm your booking. What I did is I go down through the form and I tell you all the things that we've just kind of talked about, but I also tell you how to book your date. So in it, there's a link, and that additional link is going to take you to Calendly. Calendly is how we book appointments for Scaped for our client calls, our site visits. We use Calendly a lot, even when we're not doing igloo rentals. And so you're going to book your date. Please listen carefully. It's going to show you a time of like 10 a.m. That's just a arbitrary time just to put the date on the calendar. And even if we do show up at 10, again, you don't have to be there. Our goal is that we get the kids off to school and then we go take the igloo down, assuming it's built at someone else's house. So we'll take it down, we'll reset, we'll check everything, we'll inventory everything, make sure that everything is good to go, make sure we have the right stuff we're bringing because not every theme will be the same. So we'll need a little bit of time to reset, to check batteries and everything. So we just need a little bit of time after we pull the igloo and to clean. And then once we pull and clean and reset, then we'll head your way to your home and set it up. So I can't promise you the exact time yet, but I can tell you that once we get in the groove of this and figure out how it's going to go, we will be able to tell you that. And we'll also be able to tell you the week of like, hey, we're planning on coming around 10 or 11 or whatever. But again, just know that you don't have to be home. So don't panic if you're like, I didn't want to have the igloo at 10 a.m. That's okay. This is just an arbitrary time. And then when you do your booking, so you'll pick your day, you'll submit that form, it will have you put your deposit down as well. So it's a 30% deposit that you put down towards the cost of your event, and then you'll pay that final invoice the day of. And I'll send you an invoice through QuickBooks, but you can pay it through PayPal, Venmo, or if you want to do like AHC, you can pay it that way as well. And then the last thing that I want to just mention is when we place the igloo in your backyard, please make sure you've cleaned up like any pet messes. If you have a pet that wouldn't be excited that we're in the backyard, obviously, please put them away. And then I just want to encourage you, if you have an outdoor outlet, please let us know where it is. And please try to encourage us to put the igloo close to it if we can. We have extension cords that we can run, but ideally it'd be awesome to be near a plug. Some of you don't have an outdoor outlet, and I get that, and that's okay. We just have to know about it in advance, because that means that our typical heat source, like our electric heat source that we have and our lights, those all won't work. So that means that we have to plan ahead so we can bring a separate like alternative for you. So it's not a problem. I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm just saying we need to know about it. And that's why that question is on the form. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it gets you excited. Honestly, I cannot wait to do this. Like, my heart is so full and so excited to bring holiday magic to so many families in our community this season. So if you're interested in booking the igloo, I would say do it now. We're going to be in the Light Up Night Parade this year, spreading the word, and we're just going to be really spreading the word about what we're doing. So honestly, the sooner the better for your sake, so you can claim a date. The dates do go through the holidays. So we have some days blocked off at like the few days leading up to Christmas. You can't book it then, but you can have it the week after Christmas in case you still want to celebrate or are looking for something to do over winter break. So just keep that in mind, and then know that we may open it up for some winter holidays too, especially if snow days are coming. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you have further questions, reach out. If you are interested in the wreath decorating workshops, there's a separate video on that you can watch. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for letting us take this on for the community. We're so excited to be a part of it, and we appreciate you all supporting us.